Hi everybody, this is Peter. Today we're going to be doing a video of the Pairadice hockey board game, and just a quick shot before I get going on this is I just want to give you an idea of the footprint. It's very small. You can see this is a 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. I printed out the lines chart basically is that so you can get all 4 lines and 3 defensive pairs on the one sheet. I can just show you a little closer here. This is you can see line 1, pair 1, so forward line, the first defensive pair for the visiting team, and first line and the first pair of the home team. And then you have the goalies on the side, and you can get all 4 lines. There's also a chart that comes with the game where you can just, if you're just using 3 lines and 3 lines. And the only other thing you need is this chart here, which is got a few different sections. Got a face-off chart, rebound chart, ice action chart, which is where understandably most of the ice action comes from. Injuries, they have a minor league call-up feature, which is kind of neat. I'll go into that a bit later. And there's the penalty chart at the bottom. There's also a chart that came out, a revised chart that came out with the 2005-06 season when shootouts were added to NHL. So basically, this game, it was developed by somebody named Harv Furey, and it's free, and I'll put the link below the video as to where you get it from. So you can there's a gamer on the Delphi forums named Andy Lewis who's sort of has a place where has a website where you can download all the game parts and the various seasons that are available. The seasons for the NHL start from, I think, 1963-64 is the oldest one, right up until 2011-2012, and it's a fair number of seasons that he had that are available, including all of the seasons from the 1970s. There's also some other leagues like the entire history of the WHA. There's some American Hockey League seasons and some other few other seasons. Now, as I said, this game was developed by Harv Furey. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2012, and this was before I got into the hobby, so I wasn't aware of his contributions, but people have been frequenting the forums for a long time, said this was a great loss for the community, but it also means, I know that Andy Lewis has said that he doesn't have the formulas that Harv used to calculate some of the ratings for the players, so I don't know if we're going to see any more seasons added to what's already available, but we'll see. So it's a fairly straightforward game to learn. You can see here on the player cards, I'll just show you. Here, where is my pen? Here. Okay. Sorry, it's a bit hard to see. I got the sun coming in here. So you have each player has a defensive rating. So Derek Sanderson's is 6. Sorry, that's an offensive rating. Defensive rating, this is the second number, is 3. 4 is his penalty rating. And 6 here is his shooting rating. And the little number in the bottom here is his injury rating. This little symbol here means that he can be double shifted. And there's a few players here like Phil Esposito and Bobby Orr, where they have 2 symbols there beside their number, which means he can be triple shifted. So I'll explain what the star means beside the shooting rating. And so basically, what all you need are 2 D6s to play, and most of the time what you're going to be doing is comparing the offensive rating of one player against the defensive rating of the defending player, and determining whether the offensive player's rating is greater than or equal or less than the defender's rating, and then so there's 3 different actions that can happen from that. So yeah, so I guess without any further ado, I guess we'll get going. I just use these little tokens here to indicate which line is on the ice, and then I also have another one to indicate which player has the puck. So we'll just get going here. So I'll roll 2d6, and it's black 4 and a white 6. So we look on the face-off chart, and a black 4 means that the home team has the puck, and the white die 6 says the center has the puck. So in that case, it's Phil Esposito. Okay, so we'll roll. So it's a black 1 and a white 6. So the timing in this game is that whenever you roll a white 6, you advance the clock 2 minutes. That accounts for 2 minutes of time. So you do that 10 times in a period, and you have your period. So since this happened on the roll before the shot, you also change lines when there's a white 6. So I'll just move everybody down to line 2. So that just means that nothing really happened in the first 2 minutes of the game on the ice. So that means Fred Stanfield will have the puck. Okay, and so you look at the black number is a 1. And so when you look on the ice action chart, and the black die tells you who the defender is going to be. So in this case, it's the left wing. So that's the left wing on the other team. So that's Dave Balin. And Balin's defensive rating is a 3. Stanfield's offensive rating is a 6. So that means that it's going to be a shot for somebody on Boston. So you look at the white die is 6, and you look at the ice action chart again, and you look at the center column, because the center has the puck, and 6 says the man opposite the defensive player. So man opposite of Dave Balin is Ted Green. So Ted Green is going to be taking the shot. So you roll the 2d6 and you add the 2d6s together in shots. So a roll of 3. And on a shot roll, it has to be exactly match the number on the card in order for it to be a goal. Now it's Ted Green is 3, and because it has a star beside his shooting rating, that means it can be that rating can be modified by the goaltender's rating. So in the goaltender's rating, Ed Jackman is a -1, so you just subtract that from the 3, so that the roll of 2 is the only time that Ted Green can score. Just while I think of it, this number in brackets on the goalie card means that's their rebound rating. So that'll come into play, you'll see. Okay, so I roll the 2d6, and it's 3 and a 3, so that's a 6. So it's there's no goal. So what you look at the value of the black die, which is 3, and you compare that with the rebound rating. So if the black die is greater than the rebound rating, then that means the defense has the rebound. So and so you look at the white die to see who the player is, and you look on the rebound chart, and the white die is 3. And you look on the defensive row, and it's the center. The defensive center has the puck. So that's Walt Tkachuk. Okay, so we just go on there. Okay, we're going to roll a 5. Black 4 and a white 1. So black 4 means the defender is the left defense, so that's Don Ory, and he's a defense 5. Tkachuk is an offense 6, so Tkachuk is successful at making the play, and the white 1 means that the left wing is going to get the shot. So Dave Balin's going to be taking the shot here. Balin's shooting rating is a 3 and a 6 with a star. So we look at Boston's goalie to see if there's an adjustment. Eddie Johnston is a 0, so there's no adjustment. So 3 and 6 will result in a goal for Balin. And we roll a 7. So it's a black 6 and a white 1. So black 6 is above Johnston's rebound rating of 3. So that means Boston's going to be getting the rebound, and the white die is 1, and that means the left wing is going to get the puck. So that's Wayne Cashman. Okay, so we roll. Whoops. Roll again. Whoops. I made a mistake there, as usual. Because I rolled a black 6 on the shot attempt, I should have been checking to see if there was a penalty, but maybe that'll come up later, so we'll see. Okay, so now we have a black 3 and a white 1. Black 3 means the defender is the center, so that's Tkachuk again. Cashman's a offense 6, Tkachuk is a defense 5, so Cashman is successful in making the move, and the white die is a 1. And so you look in the wing column, and under the white die it says other wings, so that means he's passed it over to John McKenzie. John McKenzie will be taking the shot. And it's, his ratings are 3 and 6 star, so with Jackman's -1 adjustment, so if, that means 3 and 5 are his goal numbers. So we roll a 3. So John McKenzie has scored. And to do the assist, Cashman would get 1 assist, and then you would also award an assist to the offensive player who was opposite the defensive player who gave up the shot. So in that case, Walt Tkachuk was the defender of the previous play to see if Cashman made his play or not, and so the player opposite Tkachuk is Fred Stanfield. So Stanfield will get the second assist. If the offensive player opposite the defensive player happened to be either the guy who scored the goal, or the guy who got the first assist, you would just roll the 2d6 again, and you would, and there's a chart that tells you which positions to check the assist rating for to see who had the highest assist. The assist rating is also the offense rating, so Cashman is a 6 as well. So, excuse me. So because there was a stoppage in play, you change lines, and you don't advance the time yet because we're still on the same 2-minute segment of time. So you only change it when there's a white 6, a white 6 that's not on the face-off roll like there is right now. I got a black 1 and a white 6. But you don't advance the time on if you roll a white 6 on a face-off roll. So black 1 means the visiting team gets the face-off, and it's the visiting center. So that's Silaps. So now we roll a white 6, and so we're going to change lines again. So we're going to have the 4th line, and back up to the 1st line of defense, and 1st line for Boston, 4th. So Don Luce has the puck. So the roll was a 4-6, black 4 and a white 6. So black 4 means it's the left defense who's the opposition. That's Bobby Orr. He's a defense 6. Don Luce is an offense 2. So that's automatically a turnover. If the offensive rating is less than the defensive rating of the defender, it's a turnover. If the 2 ratings were equal, then the offensive player would make a pass, and you would use the white die to see who to pass, which teammate you pass it to. But in this case, it's a turnover. Bobby Orr has the puck, and we get a 5-2. 5, the defender is the right defense, so that's Jim Nielsen, who's a 6, and Orr is a 6 offense. So here we have a pass situation. The white die is a 2. So we look at the same ice action chart, and you look under the defense column because Orr is the defenseman with the puck, and a 2 is a right wing. So he passes the puck to the right wing on that line, who is Danny Schock. So roll a black 6 and a white 3. Now, we roll a black 6, so we're going to be checking for a penalty. So for a penalty, you're going to be looking at the penalty rating of the player opposite the player with the puck. So opposite the right wing. That's why it's laid out this way. It'd be the left defense. So these are the defensive pair that's on the ice. So we're looking at the penalty rating of Brad Park, and his penalty rating is 4. So we're going to be looking at the white die to see how it compares to Park's defensive rating. The white die is is within Park's defensive rating, so Park is going to get a penalty. And because Boston has the puck, it's a delayed penalty situation. So we just roll again on shock and to see what happens next. So we roll a black 1 and a white 6. So we're actually going to change lines. So it's going to be Ken Hodge is going to have the puck. And okay, so it's a black 1 and a white 6. So 1, the defender is the left wing, so that's Vic Hadfield. He's a 3. Hodge is a 6, so he makes the play, and the pass, or he's going to be passing it to the defense on the same side. So it's going to be the right defense taking that shot. So it's Ted Green again. Yes, because also the white 6 there, just there, you would mark off a time segment. So you have to on your score sheet, you can just mark off, mark that off. Okay, so Ted Green takes a shot. It's a 7. So there's no goal there. The black die is a 4, which is above Jackman's rebound rating of 2. So that means the Rangers get the puck, and so the play is whistled. The play is whistled down, and the penalty is going to be awarded to Brad Park. So now we roll the 2d6, and we're looking in the penalty chart and the minor penalty chart. And now, since we rolled an 11, minor penalty is only awarded if you roll a 3 to a 10. I believe so. We'd actually roll again because he's going to be getting a major penalty. So you'd roll again. You roll a 3, and it says a major. Yeah. Okay. So it says EH. It says a letter E. It says 5-minute substitution allowed. Defense and opposite number. I'm not really sure what that means exactly. So I guess Park gets a 5-minute major. So I'll probably just stop there because I just wanted to give you a feel for how this works. I should mention a couple of things here. There's some players that have a very high number for a penalty rating, so it's likely that the white die is going to be within their penalty rating. It will be. But the thing is, those are players that very rarely take penalties, so the only way they would actually get a penalty is if you rolled a black 6 and a white 1. So if the white was other than the 1, then they wouldn't get a penalty. But if you rolled a black 6 and a white 1, and you're checking against Bob Nevin's penalty rating, it's within 12, and because it's a black 6 and a white 1, then you would roll again. You would roll a single die and see if the number is within the second digit. So let's say we roll a 6. So 6 is greater than 2, which is the second digit in his penalty number. So Nevin would not get a penalty. He'd have to roll a 1 or a 2 the second time in order for that to be a penalty. Yeah, just wanted to mention that I know that one of the gamers out there has come up with a modification on when you're taking a shot, just to roll a third die, like a blue die he uses, and if it turns out to be a 6, that means that the goalie, then the goalie makes a spectacular save, and there's be a rebound situation. He also uses this blue die 6 and during the ice action thing. So if you're determining if the player makes the play that would lead to a shot, the result will be reversed. So if it happens to be a turnover, then they would get a shot, and if you're the blue die 6, they would get a shot. If they were going to get a shot, then it would be a turnover instead, and a pass would be a pass. For power plays, it's a little bit different. Is that in that you only have the offensive player's rating only has to be greater or equal to the defensive player's rating. And with normal thing, in order to get a shot, the rating has to be greater than only. If it's equal, it's a pass. But in power plays, if it's equal, then it's also a shot opportunity. Yeah, and then there's a thing for injuries. Injuries occur if you're going to take a shot and you roll double sixes. Of course they have something for pulling a goalie. So anyway, that's Pairadice Hockey. It's a fun little game, and you can see the size of the cards. They're very small because you can see. Look, there's a. Whoops, sorry. There's a paper clip, so it's a little bit smaller than a standard size paper clip. So makes it challenging to cut with a line cutter as opposed to scissors. So anyway, but yeah, I'd recommend this game. It's a fun little game. It's free, and there's a lot of seasons available. And go check out the website where you can get the parts and the seasons. And I'll also post a link to the Delphi forum that it doesn't have its own forum. It's part of the penalty box forum, which is for various hockey games. So I'll put the link for that as well. So, oh yes, sorry, one other thing I forgot was this minor league call-up chart. And basically, if you have a rookie card, they would have, I can't remember which rating it is offhand, but their rating would be sort of in a square bracket. And if you have that, that means that they're a rookie. And so you would roll on a chart before the game to see what their rating would be. So, for instance, if they had a rating of 5, and you rolled an 8, then the rating for that game would be a 4 instead. And the same thing goes for a rookie goalie. So yeah, that's kind of a neat little thing. Yeah, I think I covered everything. Oh yes, there's one other thing. The goalie ratings, these adjustment ratings here, -1. And Eddie Johnson has 0. You can also have +1. So I noticed Gary Smith on the California Seals has a rating of +1. So that, like say, while Kachik was shooting on him, then his shooting rating would go from 5 to 6 if he'd be shooting on Gary Smith. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. So thanks for watching, and enjoy.